Hi, this is scenario 3 in module 5 to load a delimited file into SQL database table. So we can load a file into SQL database table using the scripts only. We don't need any other task or transformation, and using the script task independently we can perform the load of a delimited file into SQL file. And remember that the code shown here in this course are only for demonstration purpose. They are not perfect to be used in your actual environment or actual implementation to write the packages. Just learn what we can achieve and implement at your own. So codes are only for demonstration. They are not perfect. They are just to show what we can achieve. Okay. So let's see, jump to the package. I have already created this package, and we have a execute SQL task and then the script task. Script this execute SQL task is used to truncate the table. I have this table data load by script. So this is the table data load by script. It has three columns: year, value, and country. Year is of nvarchar 10, value is of nvarchar 10, and country is nvarchar 150. So we are using nvarchar for all the columns to avoid the parsing with proper data types. And this is the file that we will use. In variable we have a file name variable of type string which has the uh, location of that file. We have the file to load by script.csv. So let's see the file. We have couple of records there, and it has year, value, and country. Remember that all are in small cases: year, value, and country, and there are only three columns. Okay, so let's see, in script task load CSV file into SQL. We are passing the file name as a read only variable. That's it. Added the script. It will take time, so I will pause the video. Yes, it has opened the BSTA project, and in the main method we are reading that file name SSIS variable in C# variable file name, and here we are preparing a data table with this file name using the function csv to data table. So this is the function csv to data table. It is taking the file path, full file path, and we have the data table variable there, and using the stream reader with file path, preparing the header columns, read line, and then for each header column we are preparing the columns of data table. Okay, and then we are preparing the data rows, like data row equal to data table dot new row. We have the rows in a CSV parser, that is regular expression dot split. We are splitting the complete file with this regular expression, and it will return the array for each row. And then we are looping through all the fields in that line and preparing the data row and adding this to the data table and returning this data table. Okay, so we are preparing a data table from that file, and then just printing a message that data table has been prepared and then we are load into SQL. We have a function where we are passing this data table to write into the SQL database. Here is the code that I have used. I am accessing the connection manager, which is destination underscore radio net, and using this SQL connection there. If it is already open, then close and then open it again, and using the SQL bulk copy command. This is the class in system.data.sql client. We are using the SQL copy, which takes the SQL connection, and this copy we have to provide the destination name. We have this dvo.data load by script, and then mapping the column. So dot column mapping dot add, we have mapped all the columns with the fields of file or this data table to the SQL table fields. Okay, and then it we are using the write to server method of this SQL bulk copy and passing this data table. So it will write this data table directly into the table, and then closing the connection and releasing the connection again. Okay, so status is true. I have used this for some purpose. Might have returned. Yes, I have returned this. So the try, catch, and finally blocks are properly used there. But I would not recommend to use the codes used in this course in any scenario or any demonstration. They are only for demonstration purpose. You have to write your own code with your intellectual property. Okay, so let's close. This is the code that we have framed here, and again if it has written to the CSV, so we are printing a message file loaded into SQL successfully and returning the script result dot success. In case of any exception, it is returning the failure and printing the message and then returning the failure. So this is the code. We can write the similar code to perform this task to load the file into the SQL. So first we have to create the data table and then utilize that SQL bulk copy class to write to this server. So let's execute this package. Let's see. We are truncating this table every time we will load. So there is no need to query. I have already 6 uh, records in this table, so it will be truncated and again the data will be loaded. Yeah. So both the tasks were completed and we can see the data was again reloaded. So here we can see those messages that we had print. The data table has prepared. It has number of records 6. File loaded into SQL successfully. Okay, so this is how we can load a CSV file or any other TXT file or delimited file into SQL directly using the script task. That's it in this scenario.